What up, y'all? Hey, listen, man, we really appreciate the support. We love y'all, man. Really, hey, man, we got a lot of great comments and people reaching out to us. Check this out. Tonight's topic is going to be about, ladies, this is for y'all. And I need some input, right? Hola, give me something to think about, baby. Listen, if you've been in a relationship for a few years, let's say you've been in a relationship 2, 3, 5 years, right? And your man is cheating on you because you're only giving him sex maybe once, maybe twice a month, right? For whatever reason. And we won't get in that conversation. But if you're only giving him sex once or twice a month, which I've had a lot of brothers share things with me, they get frustrated about with their queen. And they do that, and they cheat, and they find somebody on the side. And the only purpose they have for them is to release that frustration, right? That frustration. Listen, that's gonna get real, man. It's gonna get real. Are they wrong, and should they be punished from you if they do that? This is my man Ola.
Hey, what's good, Iz?
What's up, baby? I'm your boy Iz, man. We are the Ola and Iz podcast, baby.
Yes, indeed.
Break us in, Ola.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ola and Iz show. Just want to show appreciation for everyone who subscribed. Make sure that you haven't subscribed. Tell your folks to subscribe, like. We got that subscribe button right down in the corner here for y'all, so make it easy. And yeah, man, let's get it started.
Show us some love, y'all. We love y'all, man. Right. So what do you think about the topic tonight, man? What's your thoughts so far?
I think it's awesome. I think it's a great topic that's it's been swirling around everywhere.
You feel like a lot of men go through this?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think it's a common thing. I mean, I remember in like high school, people talking about adults, you know what I'm saying? People older than us, and being like, yeah, like once you get married, it's the sex reduces, right? You're only gonna get it like once a month. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like, how are you gonna have sex once a month in a marriage, right? Let alone, like a regular relationship, right? So I could never really imagine it. And then you start, hearing other people's experiences, and it's like, yo, this is real life. Like, you got that, I guess they call it the honeymoon phase, which is more of like, let me show you something that I'm not. And then things transcend into something.
But hold on. But you gave a huge gap difference. You said, first of all, high school.
Yeah.
Which high school?
Well, this is the perception of adults.
Now, with you. So check it out.
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah.
There's no neglect. Like, there's no, I'm not getting that. Like, high school's like, Like, high school's high school. We all full of energy.
Yeah.
Like, estrogen, testosterone.
We are not endorsing this for the high school.
Yeah, no, definitely not. We're not supporting it.
Yeah.
We just lived it. That's it. We're not endorsing it. Oh, man. So check this out. But then when you fast forward and when you in there, let's say fast forward, we're in our 40s now.
Yeah.
Right? But it's a lot that transpires from your high school to your 40s, right?
Okay, yeah.
So let's fast forward now. Let's not even say 40s. Let's say we in our 35s, because it happens in your 35s. Right. But let's say, I'm going to say realistically, let's give realistic numbers. 35 to 55, when that's still a nice prime time area, right?
Yeah.
55 definitely over, but let's say 35 to 55, you in that gap right there, and you neglecting your man or not allowing your man to be embraced by you, which was one of the prime things that y'all did.
Right.
Y'all were truly engaged.
That was a bond.
It was a bond. It was a connection.
Right.
And then something got mixed, and then the woman stopped, and the man stopped, and y'all stopped doing certain things, right? But now y'all at the point where you go to work, you might have a kid, maybe not have no kids, right? The man comes home from work.
Yeah.
He tries to embrace, you trying to embrace. Neither one of y'all are connecting like that.
Yeah.
Y'all go to sleep.
You get a stiff arm, right?
You get a stiff arm. Adrian Peterson, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, my boy, hola, baby. And then so now, bro, there's no sex, and you go to sleep, and you wake up, and men, we wake up ready, and let's be real, right?
Yeah,
and then now you get to a point where it's like, damn, you can't get reciprocated, bro. What is a man supposed to do if he doesn't want to? If he wants to keep this relationship,
right?
What is he supposed to do?
So first off, what he has to do, what they both have to do, is have that level of communication, right? You gotta open up your mouth. Like they say, the squeaky wheel gets the oil or the grease away. Right? So you gotta have that communication open so that your partner knows what's going on. That's first and foremost. Because if you just sit there and think, this person is supposed to do what they what I intend for them to do, that's not always going to happen. Like, as we've spoken before, we're dynamic creatures. Like, we always change. There's stuff going on in our lives. It could be medical. It could be, financial. It could be something, depression, what have you.
Okay.
These things had to be communicated so that your partner knows what's going on. Now, what happens after that point, that's what, we're going to dig into.
But hold up. Now, do you have to have that level of communication, or do you just need to be like, listen, we need to talk.
Yeah.
Because this ain't working.
Right.
And I want it to work.
Yeah.
But something got to change. Like do you...
there's ways that people communicate, right?
Okay.
Like, some people are abrasive about it. Some people are kind of, chill about it. But I'm going to be honest, like, I'm pretty sure the passion is behind it on both ends. Whether you come at it smooth, whether you come at it aggressive, if it's sex that you want and you're not getting it, like, the intention, the purpose is right there.
Now, check this out. Ladies, I got to understand something. And I want y'all to comment. Why are y'all in relationships and y'all depriving your man? Like, think about it, right? Think about it. It happens quite often. Wives, why are you in relationships with your husbands and you're depriving your husband, and then you get mad if he cheats, and then you're like, oh, he was a no-good cheater. Is he a no-good cheater? Or really, you knew what you had, but you wanted to control that and determine how much sex he could have, right?
Yeah.
So you wanted to control that. Now, is that fair to the man? Absolutely not. Especially, think about it. If a woman gives him energy that his wife is unwilling to give him anymore on that level, is he wrong for embracing it? Absolutely not. Because you got to think about it. In my opinion, absolutely not. Because you got to think about it. We're not here to play mind games.
Right.
I didn't say when I got married until mind games do us apart. That was they'll do apart. Like, that's cool. But I am coming to this joint for mind games, death do us apart.
Right.
So I feel like, and the problem is women keep talking about how men are not good, or husbands, or they talk about the man, but never talk about the fact that they literally withheld the man from just physical relation, when that's all the man really needs. 75% of what most men truly, honestly need, I feel like, man, I said might be extended 50, 75, but at least 50. 50% of what a man needs is to make love to his woman. That's it.
I'll give you that. I'll definitely give you that. And I won't even say I'm a pushback, but I'll add that there's also the other aspect, which is that level of companionship, right? I know we spoke earlier about, some of the added things of a relationship, which would be like, like stroking a man's ego, or, like giving him compliments, stuff like that to make him feel good, which for the most part is like, it's trinkets for a guy, like it's cool, we can take it, but the core, yes, I will give you sex. But I'll also say that a lot of that also is that level of companionship.
Hola, the whole point of the conversation tonight, remember what we're talking about, baby, is this. If a woman deprives the man of physical relationship or encountering them physically, sex, and they only give it to him maybe once a month or on special occasions, and a man cheats, is he wrong?
Wrong is, I believe, relative.
You said
right?
that? Yeah, I agree.
It's relative.
I totally agree.
There's situations that people will be okay with, and someone else will look at it and be like, absolutely not. I would never deal with something like that. And I've seen it. So, again, as dynamic creatures, we have different ways of assessing different situations. So it really depends. Now, personally, I believe that if you are withholding, now this is different from having a medical condition. Maybe you're depressed or something like that, or there's actually something concrete that you have communicated to your partner to let them know that this is why this is happening. Then I would say cheating in that circumstance would be bad. That would be wrong, right? Okay. Now,
I agree with that. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair, because you know why? There's honesty.
True. Yeah.
But there's no honesty withholding the man.
Absolutely. No, there's no honesty.
Let's fast forward. The man withholding the woman. If that, I don't know if that happens. If fellas you do that, what's wrong with you?
Well, bro? That's another thing. Like, I think it's just so. This is, my opinion. A woman withholding, it could be like an emotional, mental control state. If they're withholding, right? A man withholding is not withholding to have a mental and emotional.
I totally agree. So if that's happening, it's deliberate.
It's deliberate.
It's vice versa.
Yeah.
It's vice versa.
But yeah,
So, but I
for
will
different
say,
purposes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
absolutely.
right.
But I definitely agree with you, bro. Like if there is a medical situation,
Yeah.
and a man's cheating,
Yeah.
I think, bro, that's dead wrong.
Yeah.
Because you know why? You've been with this person's going through some. Nah, bro, that's not your first
Right.
resolution.
And she's communicating.
And she's
Right.
going, and you've been to the doctor's appointment.
Right.
You know, you've been there.
That's dirty.
She got stage 4 cancer. And you over here cheating on the child because she can't give you nothing. Motherfucker, she got stage 4, motherfucker. Like, let's get a toast on that. Like, I want to dab you up, but let's get a toast on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Dab you on that one, baby. Hey, but listen, bro, let's be honest. If a joker cheat on you because you got stage 4 cancer, ladies, or you doing something, that joke ain't no good anyway.
Yeah, that's
tough.
dead wrong.
You know what I mean? That's dead wrong. But now the whole point of what we're talking about, is in the situations where a lot of us been through. I was married, and it's funny. Me and my ex-wife,
Yeah.
would have multiple sex encounters. Like we would anywhere. It wouldn't matter. We got married. Oh, bro. I said what? Nah, we need to cuddle. Okay, I cuddle. I still don't get nothing.
You see the rag where he's just
like, baby, we need to cuddle. I'm like, okay, this is why I gotta get it. All right, let's cuddle then. Shit, all right, let's go.
Right,
so we
right.
cuddle. Minutes into the whole cuddling, John.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rub.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Bro, that joint evolves into nothing. What are we talking about here, bro? So long story short, and that would be for weeks and for days.
True.
And so eventually when I did start creeping and cheating, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
I look at it as this. This is not, I don't look at it as creeping or cheating. How I truly, honestly look at it is this. I look at it as finding somebody to fulfill my physical needs so I can fulfill my wife's every other need, right?
So would you say then that you're harping on where does the dishonesty initiate or begin, right? In your situation,
I think
because if she's withholding, that is a level of dishonesty because she hasn't communicated what's going on, or you communicated, hey, look, I would want this, and she's not giving you a concrete answer, but she is withholding. That you would deem as dishonest?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm dishonest or not. I don't think it's dishonesty. I just think, I think what we do as humans, we focus too much on, as beings, we focus too much on
self.
On small terminology,
Okay.
right? Like everything you said was something that you could go on Google or Chrome or whatever and get a definition of, right? But it doesn't define the true reality,
That's
right?
true.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I feel like what it is this. Because if you look in the biblical old times, right? Men had multiple wives.
Right.
It wasn't considered cheating. You know why? It's because he had multiple different needs, multiple different aspects, multiple different relationships for multiple different
And he was
reasons.
satisfying
right?
women as well.
And for the man, yes, it was pleasure, but it wasn't always about pleasure. It was about opportunity.
Right.
When kings married into other kingships or married other queens, it was about bringing countries together. You know what I'm saying?
My man is dropping the polygamy, so watch out for that.
Yeah. Because I do believe in polygamy, and that joint is coming. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why I believe in it, but that's a different story.
Yeah.
Y'all.
We'll say that for another.
Yeah, definitely, my man. So this is what I do believe. This is the problem that I say. Is we only live life once, right? And what happens is we spend so much time trying to control one another from a physical perspective, right? Men, we do it to women. Women, we do it to men. You know what I'm saying? Women do it to men. And it's like what happens, they go back and forth instead of just allowing us to be free. Like, think about it. I'm going to pose this question. I'm going to let you take the table, right?
Okay.
Pose this question.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship with my woman, right? Been with her. I'm in a relationship with my wife, my ex-wife. I've been with her for, let's say we've been together 5 years.
Yeah.
I have sex maybe once a month, but I want to have sex every day with her, but she won't give it to me. So I spend 90% of my relationship masturbating, 10% of my relationship having sex, right?
Yeah.
Is that fair to me or fair to her? I don't know. You depend, right? You determine. Now check this out. I come across a young lady, and when I say young lady, it could be 40, 50, 60, it doesn't matter age, right? I'm with the young lady. She already knows my situation.
Okay.
She releases my energy. I no longer take my frustration out on my wife.
Right.
Me and my wife's relationship grows and elevates because you know why? My communication is better. I'm not as frustrated, right?
Okay.
I'm more peaceful when I come home.
Right.
And our relationship grows, right?
Yeah.
She finds out the whole reason of all that is because I got a side piece, if you will.
Right.
Or I got a chick over here, whatever.
No, it's a side piece.
Side piece,
Yeah.
whatever. And she finds out, and she gets mad. She says, "You're a no good liar, cheater, blah, blah, blah."
So now wifey's mad.
Wifey's mad, but our relationship has evolved through that, right?
Okay.
Now that's not always the case. I get it, not always the case.
Yeah, yeah.
But in my situation, everything there's nothing harms. Am I wrong if it really helped our relationship? And that's the key. What I'm saying is, if the wife is not, and she got mad at me, and to this day she's mad at me because I cheated. But guess what? For y'all watching, she wasn't giving me any sex. She was always argumentative. She was fighting me. She was doing all kinds of things, and I wasn't doing anything. And then as soon as I say, you know what, I'm tired of doing this, I decided to have a side chick.
Yeah.
And when I did, it made me more peaceful, more happy, more relaxed, didn't argue, nothing like that. And it just felt better. Was I wrong for that?
So I asked you earlier if there's a level of dishonesty if your significant other, we're gonna say wife, because
the wife.
Or even because I think that when you're in that type of relationship, and as you said, 2, 3, 5 years, you have a relationship, right? And so you guys have boundaries, you guys have standards that you guys are upholding to have this relationship. So I know marriage and relationships are not the same,
I got you.
but I'm gonna keep for all the viewers out there, I'm gonna keep it on the same level, right?
Yeah.
So I believe that there is a level of dishonesty where you have communicated something to your partner, whether through physical means, like you guys started out in the beginning, you guys have this trend of having a lot of sex, right? That becomes kind of like a standard that you guys have set, right?
Okay.
And so the things that break that are, if they're not communicated, in my view, that is a level of dishonesty because you have not been forefront about what is going on in your life. You haven't told your partner what's going on. They've asked you what's going on, and you either have given them the cold shoulder or you have felt that because you control that zone, you don't have to actually tell them why you're no longer.
Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm gonna rock.
I want you to keep going, but I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing to add to what you, because I know if I give you this, you're gonna have more. So I even try to do marriage counseling.
Okay.
I tried to do marriage counseling. I spoke on it, right? Okay. So boom. But go ahead. But go ahead.
So I'm thinking, and I want to tap into that real quick. I'm thinking, I got my views on counseling. We could do a whole nother topic on that too. But I'm just wondering how effective counseling really will be in situations where you have control, and you're going to a counselor to relieve your control. How often are you actually getting counseled on how to relieve your control? Because that's what it's about.
So check, great. That's actually a great question, because you know what it is. We went to 3-4 counts, and for some reason now we're talking about my ex-wife. but the thing is, there's nothing negative to her, y'all. Nothing negative to her. So I'm not speaking nothing negative on her. It's just what I've realized through that situation. Also, me too. I really wasn't equipped to understand what marriage was really about. I didn't prepare myself. You know what I'm saying? So I was a lot of the fault too, as well as her. Now put it on her. The whole topic is just cheating. Is it justified or not justified? Right. So what I say too is this. Is what happened with the multiple counselors, they kept focusing on her because she kept feeling like she was justified in everything she did and said.
Absolutely.
And if you're trained anything, you read the bullshit.
Right.
Like I don't care, like it wasn't like they were defending me. They had no. I was paying. They didn't have no. It wasn't like they were trying to defend me.
There's no need to.
But you have to. What it comes down to is being honest. And a lot of us don't want to be honest. Right. And so in relationships, because we don't get to that point, it's like we don't be honest with each other. See, the thing with me was, before I started doing what I was doing, was I was being honest with her. I was like, babe, like, come on, y'all.
Let me tell you, let me pour my heart out to you.
Let me tell you how I'm feeling. I miss that ass. Like, come on, yo. Like,
I almost think that even ignites them to do more of it.
I do,
it's like,
man, women,
like, ooh,
bro,
got him.
Bro, you know what I think? I think with women sometimes, bro, they intentionally hold you back because of all the other men or because of few men.
Like,
bro,
that happens.
Because, like, think about it. Why are we having sex? at least once a day.
Right.
Like when you know, in the heat of the moment, you might have 2-3 times a day.
True.
But let's say once a day for like 9 months.
Yeah.
And then 9 months having you get married, now you have it once every 9 months. It's like, bro, really? Like, how do we get to this point?
But so I'm gonna rewind back. So to your question, like, is it actually wrong? I don't have in fact, I'm gonna look up the actual definition because I was looking at it earlier, and I just want to look at what is actually cheating, right?
Okay.
And so it says to act dishonestly or unfairly in order to gain an advantage, especially in a game or examination, right? And so we're talking about a situation in which you are trying to gain an advantage. Now, this isn't me. I'm not just talking on personal, like you talking about your personal life, right? But I'm just speaking in general. When we're talking about cheating and you have communicated with your partner, you've been honest, and that person has given you a dishonest answer, which is either physical rejection or, just silence, right? To me, that initiates the dishonesty. And although your reaction may not be right, in my belief, it's justified. Because what has happened is you have communicated something, you've expressed this need, and your partner has said to you, whether verbally or mentally, I'm not giving you that. I have control over this, and I don't need to. Now, to your other point, which I think is bizarre, is how said individual can then get upset that you have now fulfilled yourself outside. But it's not really bizarre, because if this is all about control over what you actually have, then yes, they would get upset, because now they don't have control. You relieved yourself.
That's deep. That's deep. Tony.
Yeah.
Hola. That's deep, baby. Nah, and that's my whole point, man. For y'all that are watching, this is the whole point. This is the whole point of what it is. It's like you know what, and this is the thing. So I was talking to someone today. We were talking, my dear lady friend, we were talking, and we were talking about something, and she was like, everything nonchalant to you and everything's like that. I said, nah, it's not that. It's not everything's nonchalant to me. I said what it is I feel like as humans we focus so much on the small things and make it great. Yeah. Instead of understanding that life is short. Right. Tomorrow's not promised. And we make things larger than it has to be. Absolutely. So check this out. If I don't live tomorrow and you're mad at me because I wanted to have sex when you won't have sex with me for 6 months. And I might be over exaggerating 6 months, but some brothers go through it. Some brothers go through it.
I'm not.
Hey, look, just so y'all know. Hey, look, I'm gonna put this out there.
I know,
fellas.
I know multiple.
Look, I got a group text thread with my fellas. I ain't gonna put no names out there. Them jokers out there asking what they should do or what they do because they ain't getting nothing in life. It's very rare. And so the question is, it's like, and so reality is sex is not the primary thing, right? But let's be real. We're human beings. We're gregarious people. We're very gregarious. We flow through each other. We energy, right? We give to each other, right? If you're not willing to give, bro, you should not get mad. And I think what happens as humans, we get mad. That's why I believe in life partners and also believe in polygamy. And the people that don't believe in polygamy or life partners, the reason why is because they have restrictions on their thoughts. Absolutely. They're unwilling to look past the societal standard, which is why if we get into political, which we're not, right? Why people combat one another, because they look at political standards when you're looking at a human instead of looking at
someone else's standards that you're opposing. With your own personal life.
Absolutely, bro. So long story short, I just feel like this. You're not entitled, right? Check it out. I'm gonna look at y'all. You're not entitled to get mad at your counterpart if you're intentionally and you might not say, I'm not intentionally not giving them this. I'm not intentionally not doing this. But you
it's
are.
Not a pass. It's
not a pass. You are. If you're talking about a week goes by and you have not made love to your significant other, like your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever it is, your whatever your lover. If you've gone a whole week and you haven't made love, and it was only because you've been having a bad day at work, you intentionally are doing that. So if that person does that, listen, let's wake up and realize, like, you created this demon. You created this darkness. So stop. And don't blame nobody but yourself. And that's my whole point. Right?
So I'm going to interject, right? I'm not even going to, I feel you on the energy of they created this demon, but I do believe at the same time that we are always responsible for our own actions at the end of the day, right? And so I know you're not going to agree, but I do believe that we are responsible for our actions, right? And I'm gonna actually take a page out of your book, which is if things aren't right, you should leave, right? Now.
Okay, I like where this is going.
At the same time, right? If you're in a situation in which you feel as if you need to cheat and you're willing to go through it, I say everybody is guilty at that point, because the demon that's been created, you have created your own demon by staying in a situation in which someone has been dishonest with you and you have subjugated yourself to go cheat with somebody else while staying in that same situation.
I like that thought, bro.
Yeah.
I like that thought. Now that's, listen. Me and Ola, let me tell y'all something. Me and Ola intentionally find reasons not to agree.
No, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We conversation all day. We find every reason under the sun to not really honestly agree because we want to hold to our what we perceive, right? And it's not intentionally to combat one another.
Yeah.
It's really to try to find middle lines of agreement. To challenge us to find, because if he's over here and I'm over there, and he's over there and I'm over there, to find a middle line.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's what I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
I believe that honestly, instead of cheating, I believe you should just be by yourself.
Yeah.
Because then you can explore all avenues of anything, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't have to be with it.
True.
But now the case of being married. See, now I'm talking it out. We married. So what do we do? So check it out. Do we get a divorce?
Right.
Do we get a divorce so that we can go and mess with multiple?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Now, when your point is great when you're talking about relationships.
Exactly.
Now let's talk about marriage. Because I was married, and it wasn't like I never in my life thought I would ever be dishonest in our relationship.
Right.
I never thought. I really didn't. People that might know me might think differently, but I never did. Right.
Yeah.
But the reason why is because I truly believe marriage is a sacred aspect if it's before God for me. But check this out. Now, you in that situation, right? And your significant marriage couple, like it wasn't like my wife couldn't. She chose not to.
Right.
So was I wrong? Yes. From certain people's standards, I was wrong.
Yeah.
But if she didn't focus on it and it created a healthier bond between us, it could have been right.
Right.
So I think you can look at it from multifacets.
The only one that would honestly, and this isn't because to me, honestly, I believe the whole gender wars is ridiculous. I don't think that we should do like the men against women, what have you.
Yeah, I agree.
However, the reality is the only one that's going to be looked at as wrong is you. You know what I'm saying? That's
exactly how it is.
But that's not the in my view the reality. The reality is. Given that you would have communicated something and the response would be rejection, to me that starts it, and then you had a reaction. Now, do you just blame the reaction? No, you got to blame. All parties are guilty at that point. You know, it becomes tarnished, and that's where, and you know, again, we'll delve into counseling at another time, but that's where counseling really should harp on is, look, you both need to be accountable for these actions so that this does not take place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But,
so we're gonna end this right here.
Yeah.
This is what I think. Just so y'all know, we got a beautiful special guest. Listen, we asked y'all if you want to be on the podcast, let us know.
Absolutely.
We will bring you on. So listen, we got our girl Chris.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She coming on.
Absolutely.
She reached out to us. She said, look, I would love to be on a podcast. Yeah. We are excited. We spoke to her. She's excited. We looking for the energy. I got another brother of mine that I've known for years. He's going to be on the podcast soon. Y'all, if y'all want to be on there and y'all are feeling comfortable just having a conversation, you don't have to be seen. We can put you on like verbal,
just
right?
Do straight audio.
Straight audio. Like y'all could be on here. But y'all come check us out, man. We're going to support businesses. We're going to start shouting out businesses because you know why? We want to bring more flow, right?
Yeah.
You know, we want to bring certain things. So y'all check us out. the key thing is, man, subscribe, man. Check it out. We got t-shirts coming.
Yes.
We got t-shirts coming. We want to get y'all a O-Line Is t-shirt, which y'all, I think y'all will really like.
Yes,
get people to subscribe. If you get 5 people to subscribe, we'll send you a free t-shirt.
Get a free t-shirt.
Get a free t-shirt. We'll send it to you. Like, whatever. Why not support each other?
Easy.
Man,
that's easy.
That's easy.
Yeah.
If you got a business or an event, you like, hey, man, I would love for y'all to do a podcast there.
Yeah.
Let us know. Bro, we in the beginnings of doing something great to support y'all as well as ourselves. We'll come out and do an O-Line Is podcast out there at your spot to bring more flow. We got people watching. Let's check it out. Let's help each other grow.
And big ups for those that have already subscribed. Definitely, we appreciate y'all from the heart. I know that y'all been sitting up there, checking it out, giving comments. We've been trying to hit every comment possible so that y'all know that we love y'all, and so keep it coming, man. Definitely appreciate it.
Oh, definitely. And listen, tonight's topic, I hope it wasn't too drawn out in too many places, but the whole point is because topics like that we're talking about is one, people, I feel like we've checked a lot of podcasts and different topics. People ain't talking about it. Number two is, there's not a one answer, right? So we're giving multiple different thoughts. So for y'all to watching, and as you're watching, you're able to think outside of the box. Because we don't want you to think there's one way. I think one way, there's multiple ways of thinking about it, right? So maybe what you used to think, maybe as you listen to us, you realize it's not the only way to think. And that's what it is. Because think about your mental health, your mental peace, your mental everything is everything. It's key, bro. So listen, I'm your boy Iz. This is my man Ola. You on the O-Line Is podcast.
Big up.
Hey, Ola, tell them what to do, baby, as we close out, man. We love y'all.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Boom, right in the corner over here. And y'all have a blessed night. Peace out.
And real quick. If you got 5 people to subscribe, man, send a comment. I got 5 people. We gonna take you on face value. We gonna send you a t-shirt, man. Let us know your size. We'll reach out to you personally. Let's go, baby.